Hi, and welcome to 2023. We have a year of change ahead, a lot to contend with. We have a lot of planets moving, speeding up as well. So there's a lot of changes in sign and house positions. So this will alter the energy, it will modify the energy to the sign, and it will also affect different areas of your life. Now, we start with a real boost for you, Aries, because we have Jupiter moving into your sign and is at 1 degree on the 1st of January. Now, this is a great boost of confidence. You'll want to get on and do things. You'll want to explore. You want to grow and expand. You want to learn new things, maybe take a course. You want to travel and see new things. And also, you want to change your personality because this is in your first house. So it may be that you want to change the way you react to people, the way you behave in front of people, and also make changes to your appearance. With Jupiter in a position, you'll have more of a glow about you. You'll have more of a presence. So it may be that you need to dress things up a little bit so that you become more noticeable. We spoke about the need for change this year, and it will be a little bit difficult to start with because we have the Black Moon making two changes throughout the year. First time is going to be a move into Leo, and this is your 5th house. Now, with the Black Moon, remember, it's our shadow side, and as Carl Jung said, that the shadow is part of our primal force. It goes back to ancient times and can come out in periods of stress or intoxication and surprise us in many ways. Now, with the Black Moon moving into Leo, you need to be careful of arrogance. This can come out unconsciously, and selfishness as well. You may be accused of being selfish by others during this period. But the way to overcome this is to include others. The way is to look for the good in others and help promote that so that you get the best out of people. It's all, with the 5th house, it's all about enjoying yourself as well. The shadow across the 5th house means it's hard to enjoy yourself, it's hard to create, and it's hard to enjoy the social sides and the romance of life. So this needs to be recreated. You need to look deeply and see what it is that you truly value, and then promote that, and to let go of any selfish behaviour or arrogant behaviour, so that you may become more involved, closer to other people, and also this will help to promote you in the world. Now, the other issues that may occur, there may be issues with children, and also maybe issues within relationships, because obviously the 5th house is about love relationships as well. So these all need looking at, these all need your attention over the coming months. January also sees 3 planets moving in direct motion, and this is fantastic. This helps with the energy, and we've got several months then of all the planets being in direct motion. The 13th, it's Mars. Mars is in your 3rd house and in Gemini, so this will help with your thought process. This will help with the actions that Jupiter wants to put into place, because you'll be able to use that Mars energy in the area of communication to help promote the things that you want to do. That's followed by Mercury, and then towards the end of the month, on the 23rd, we have Uranus, the last planet to go direct. Now, this is in your 2nd house, so this will really boost your finances. This will be a time when you better get together, make changes that will benefit your finances in some way. 2 big changes in March. The first is Saturn moving into Pisces. Pisces is your 12th house, so it's leaving your 11th house, moving into the 12th. So this is a time to work behind the scenes. Saturn is the teacher, so it's also time to learn about the more spiritual side of life, or the metaphysical side of life, and to integrate that into your daily being. It's not a time to start looking for new avenues. It's time to consolidate and make the most of the talents and the chances that you already have. Then, following this, we have Pluto. Pluto's been in your 10th house for a long, long time and is now moving into your 11th house and the sign of Aquarius. So this means there's been a lot of destiny changes over the past years, a lot of things that have maybe torn you apart, but you would have learned from these, and it's time now to put the information to good use in the 11th house. It's a time to network and to make the most of your talents again, integrating with friends, maybe working within a group, maybe even coming to the top of a group and leading a group. These are opportunities that could arise with Pluto in your 11th house. But friends, colleagues will be very important, and also you need to keep a clear view of your goals and your aims for the future. On the 20th of April, we have our first eclipse of the year. Now, this year we have 4 eclipses, but they're all going to happen in different signs. This is because the nodes are moving from Taurus and Scorpio into your sign of Aries and Libra. Now, the first one is in your sign of Libra. This is the solar eclipse, and it's part of the Saros 7 North series, as is the one in May. Now, this series of eclipses is renowned for sensuality, and it's also an eclipse that can happen quite suddenly. It can bring intense desire, lust, and feelings that are almost uncontrollable. So you need to be aware of this. It's happening in your first house, so you will feel this very personally. The second one, on the 5th of May, is in the 8th house. Now, this is Scorpio, so this is again a very intense time, and these feelings will surface as a desire for sex, because this is the house of procreation, and this is a time when you may want to start a family. You may have that deep desire to connect with someone. Now, these eclipses are also have a lasting effect. They're wild cards eclipses, so anything can happen. But with an eclipse, there's always at least 60 days for this to have effect, sometimes even longer, depending on how powerful they are. The one in the 8th house is definitely going to impact your emotions because it's a lunar eclipse, and the 8th house is a very deep and transformative house, so there could be a lot of transformations within your feelings at this time. By mid-June, we start to see the planets, some of the planets, turn into retrograde motion again. But we've had 5 months of free-flowing energy, so we've had a chance to really move forward quickly. Now, this will slow down as the first one, Saturn, goes retrograde. And we also have the Moon's node, who is moving into your sign of Aries. Now, with the Moon's North node in Aries and South node in Libra, it's time to get balance within relationships. The North node is asking you to make those changes within your personality that we spoke about earlier, to grow and to expand and to follow your dreams into unknown territory. Now, the South node is in the 7th house, so you need to keep people informed. You need to keep people on board. You need to share with them your ideas and what it is you're doing, and balance your needs with the needs of others. At the end of July, we see Venus going retrograde, so this is not good for relationships. If you're planning on moving in with someone, you're planning to get married or to firm up a casual relationship, this isn't the right time. August is certainly a month to avoid these things. We'll go direct again in September, so just bide your time, so to speak, during that period. We also have other planets going retrograde. Most noticeable will be, for you, Jupiter, because Jupiter's in your sign. He will slow down and go retrograde in September, so again it's a time when you need to work behind the scenes. You need to integrate what you've learned and all the growth that you've been putting in, and it'll just slow things down. The momentum won't quite be there. On the 4th of October, the Black Moon changes sign and house again. This time she moves into Virgo, and this is the 6th house. Coincidentally, Virgo rules the 6th house, so this is a double dose of self-criticism here. This is the shadow of failure, the fear of failure, which you need to overcome. You've got to realise that and examine your failures. It's not always your fault. It's not always down to you. You're not always the one that has have flaws or failures. Examine them, break them down, see where things could have gone wrong, see where you could have made changes to prevent these type of things. Understanding your work and your daily routines, and also where you can boost your confidence, where you can forget those failures that's happened in the past and concentrate on making good for the future. Now, sometimes with this Black Moon in this position, you can indulge yourself in work so much that you can't see the wood for the trees, and this is dangerous. You need to be able to see and examine all the details for this to work, and you need to overcome this fear of getting things wrong, and perhaps promote good relations with other people within the workplace, so that you can perhaps talk and understand how they feel about any failures that they've been involved with. On the 14th of October, we have our second solar eclipse, and this is followed by the lunar eclipse on the 28th. Now, again, these are in different signs. First one in Libra, the second one in Scorpio. But also, this is a different series of eclipses, different family. This is the 7 South series. So this has a markedly different effect from the other two. Now, these two are going to be connected with anger. These two are going to be connected with a great force, because the eclipse series was born with a square between Pluto and Mars, and this is intense energy. So there could be a good or negative with this eclipse. On the good side, it can move obstacles. It can move things that have been blocking your path for a long time. And with the solar eclipse being in your opposite sign of Libra, this is the 7th house. This is a house of partnerships. So it could be a great relief as something is removed out of the way and allows you to move forward. Now, the negative side is there could be some crisis that manifests out of this. But the effect of this eclipse again will last some 2 to 3 months, so you just need to be wary of this. Now, the second one, the lunar one, is in Taurus, so this could affect your finances. There could be again a big obstacle that's removed that blocks your finances, or it could be anger and intense energy that goes into fighting something, fighting over money or fighting over some kind of finances. With Saturn going direct on the 5th of November, the energies will start to free up, and is quickly followed by Chiron and Neptune in December. So this will help to start the 2024 year off on a good foot with positive energy. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe, and we'll see you for more astrology during the year.